Hi Storytime friends, this is Michelle here, and today's a really big day after being cooped up for the last 10 weeks and only being able to go to doctor's appointments. But it's a big day because I have over $100 in Barnes & Noble gift cards, and I'm going to venture out, get on my little scooter, go into the store and buy some books. Come on! Gotta stop and smell the books. I bet the one I want's on here. Yes, it is. There it is, Night and the Moth. This one's not on my list, but Susan Elizabeth Phillips, I'm grabbing it. Fiction section, I can never find the books I want. Let's see, Lane. I think that's it right there. This one looks so cute, like a real palette cleanser. Charlie Cox, it's on my list. Always Pretty Girls. I don't know which Charlie Donnelly to get, but they said everybody says they're all good, so I think I'll get this one. 20 years later. Now for my fantasy picks. Now for the children's section, I have almost all of these. Fish in a Tree, so fantastic. Shiloh. Yeah, I have pretty much all of these at my school, in my school library. It's a new one. This looks great, but it's not on my list. I gotta save that for next time. This is another one that I really want, also not on my list. I want them all. This was fantastic. Loved this one. So many. Anything by Haddix is great. This one I actually have at home. I brought it home from school. It's on my TBR. I don't know about these, but they look really good. I love the cover. New releases. I need to get the Amari too. Okay, grab one of these and then head back home. Well, I'm home from the bookstore with my book haul over here. It was a little bit tiring being on an e-scooter for about an hour, but being out, being able to see all the new books, being able to smell the books, that's the best part. Going to start off with the one children's book that I bought. Limited myself to just one. There were a whole bunch that I wanted, but instead of adding to my school library while I'm off school, and the fact that we're only going to have about a month whenever I go back to school, just limiting myself. I have a whole list, but the one that I've been dying to read is this one. It's The Unlikely Tale of Chase and Finnegan. Don't know if you can see it or not. Shout out to Colby Sharp. He has been really, really recommending this book on his Booktube. I can't wait to read it. He did a read aloud with his students. Depending how it goes, I'll probably do a read aloud next year with my students. Colby Sharp would never steer me wrong. Love his books, love everything that he does with his read-alongs to his students. But this one, so it's by Jasmine Warga. And I have a couple of hers. She's an excellent writer. But it says, Finnegan is a rescue dog with a broken heart. Chase is a newly orphaned cheetah cub. These two animals couldn't be more different, but one day they're brought together for the unlikeliest of reasons. Finnegan must help Chase gain the confidence she needs to perform as part of the educational program for children at a zoo. Finnegan and Chase have each suffered losses and have trouble trusting, yet somehow they're just what the other needs. It sounds like something along the lines of The One and Only Ivan or The One and Only Bob, The One and Only Family, that series, which I love, my students love. If you're looking for anything to read for your kids, usually middle grade, but you could even go a little bit younger with those books, 7, 8, if you're reading aloud to them. They're fantastic. This one seems like it's going to be right up there with those kind of stories. So next I want to go with the two mystery reads that I got. The first one, Charlie Cox, All His Pretty Girls. I've been seeing everybody on Booktube, on Insta talking about this. I don't think that I've read anything by Charlie Cox, but it is a Detective Alyssa Wyatt novel. From what I saw, though, everybody said you don't really need to read the other ones if you want to pick this one up. So it says, meet Detective Alyssa Wyatt, mom, wife, and every serial killer's worst nightmare. A woman is found beaten, barely alive in the New Mexico mountains. The shocking discovery plunges Detective Alyssa Wyatt into a case that tests her to the limit. It appears the woman, Callie McCormick, is the latest in a string of victims linked to a psychopath who leaves no evidence behind. But when she makes a breakthrough in the case, she puts herself in the sight of a brutal maniac. Because the killer knows Alyssa well, even if she doesn't know him. And he's determined that she'll know his name, even if he has to extract his deadly revenge on everything Alyssa loves. It says, fan of Karen Slaughter and Lisa Gardner books, which I do love, both of them, Karen Slaughter and Lisa Gardner. So really looking forward to reading this one. And then next in the mysteries, I have Charlie Donnelly. 20 years later. I wasn't sure which Charlie Donnelly book to get. Again, everybody said you can't really go wrong with them. And shout out to Michaela Reeds. Every booktube that I've seen that she's done with talking about thrillers, the best ones for the past year or so, she loves Charlie Donnelly. So I haven't read anything by her yet. Gonna give it a read. Avery Mason, host of American Events, knows how to grab a TV audience's attention. Her latest story, a murder mystery laced with kinky sex, tragedy, and betrayal, is guaranteed ratings gold. New DNA technology has allowed New York Medical Examiner's Office to make its first successful identification of a 9/11 victim in years. And there's a twist. Of course, there's a twist. That's what we love. We love the twist. We live for the twist. The victim, Victoria Ford, has been accused of the gruesome murder of her married lover. In a chilling last phone call to her sister Emma, Victoria begged her to prove her innocence. By now, Emma has waited 20 years to clear Victoria's name. Alone, she's had no luck, but she's convinced that Avery's connections and fame will help. Avery, aiming for a more lucrative network contract, goes into investigative overdrive. Victoria had been having an affair with a successful novelist, found hanging from the balcony of his Catskills mansion. The entire crime scene was covered with Victoria's DNA, but her private life belies a much larger mystery. And Avery doesn't realize there are other players in the game who are interested in Avery's own secret past, a secret she thought was dead and buried. I'm seeing that there's usually with Charlie Donnelly books a lot of twists, a lot of kind of surprise endings, so really can't wait to give this one a read. Don't know which order I'm going to read them in. Depends on my mood. But this is one of the first ones I'm going to read. And just in the general fiction category, we got this one. This is The Best Little Motel in Texas. Fans of the 80s, Dolly Parton, Burt Reynolds know what that sounds like there. Won't say that word, but great movie. A sharp, funny mystery bursting with heart and small-town secret. I adored every page. Pure escapist joy with a wicked edge. We all need some escape, right? So, going to the blurb. Cordelia's great aunt Penelope has passed away, naming Cordelia the sole heir to the Chickadee Motel. Cordelia has no memory of a great aunt and no interest in hospitality. Yet, the will stipulates the motel can't be sold until its residents are gone. So she reluctantly heads back to her hometown to figure out who's living in the Chickadee and how to get there. Upon arrival, she discovers it isn't a motel, it's a brothel. Oh, great. Housing 3 women in their 60s known as the Chicks. For decades, Daisy, Arlene, and Belinda Sue have entertained the men of Sarsaparilla Falls with their wives' blessings, including the uptight Pastor Reed Smythe, who thunders against the town's favorite sins when not indulging in them. This really sounds fantastic. It kind of sounds like the Dolly Parton movie meets Schitt's Creek. Can't wait to read this one. Looks like it's another fast read, about 273 pages. And then for some fantasy, the first one I got, again, I believe Michaela Reeds had suggested this one on her book talk, but I've seen quite a few different booktubers going over it. It's The Gracier, Survive Together or Die Alone by Kim Liggett. No one speaks of the grace year. It's forbidden. In Garner County, girls are banished for their 16th year to release their magic into the wild so they can return purified and ready for marriage. Ugh, everybody wanting purified girls. But not all of them will make it home alive. Tierney James dreams of a better life, but as her own grace year draws near, she quickly realizes there's more to fear about the grace year than the brutal elements and poachers in the woods. Their greatest threat may very well be each other. From what I've heard about it, it kind of sounds like the M. Night Shyamalan movie. I can't remember the name, which one. It wasn't Signs. It was the one where they sent them all out, where they all lived. I can't remember. But from what I've heard about it, it's that whenever you're 16, everybody goes out. All the girls are sent away. So even whenever you do make it back, like mothers don't tell their daughters, older sisters don't tell the younger sisters. Nobody knows when you go away exactly what happens. And that's what we kind of can't wait to see. So this one definitely going to probably devour. 378 pages, so it might take me a couple of days, but I will let you know how it goes. The final one that I got that was on my book list. I did purchase one book that wasn't on my book list. I swore I was just going to go buy off my list, but I did buy one. It worked out because one of the books on my list wasn't there. So I did buy one, but this one I've been looking forward to reading. I know my cousins read it, my aunts read it, both loved it. Second fantasy one that I purchased is The Night and the Moth. And that's by Rachel Gillick. Not sure. I've never read anything by her. I see everybody, 2025, I believe, was people's top pick in a lot of different places. But this one, so the blurb, Sybil Delling has spent 9 years dreaming of having no dreams at all. Like the other foundling girls who trade a decade of service for a home in the great cathedral, she's a diviner. In her dreams, she receives visions from 6 unearthly figures known as the Omens. From them, she can predict terrible things before they occur, and lords and common folk alike travel across the Stonewater Kingdom's windswept moors and craggy mountains to learn their futures by her dreams. Sorry, I had to keep cutting for my dog to walk past. Just as she and her sister diviners near the end of their service, a mysterious knight arrives at the cathedral. Rude, heretical, and, of course, devilishly handsome, the knight Roderick has no respect for Sybil's visions, but when Sybil's fellow diviners begin to vanish one by one, she has no choice but to seek help in finding them. For the world outside the cathedral's cloister is wrought with peril. Only the gods have the answers she is seeking, and as much as she'd rather avoid Roderick's dark eyes and sharp tongue, only a heretic can defeat a god. Can't wait. Oh, it smells so good. It's a little bit of a thicker book, so this one might take me a while. I really want to read it. 384 pages. But not sure when I'm going to start this. I will update everybody. And the final book, this one was not on my list, but whenever I walked in, saw this and the new releases, I had to get it. This is one of the authors that I haven't seen anything by her in quite a while. But whenever I see this author, it's automatic, grabbing it, picking it up, devouring this book. And that is Susan Elizabeth Phillips. This one and the crowd went wild. It is a Chicago Stars novel, and I haven't read one in a while. I was honestly just thinking about her. Whenever I was going, the Best Little Motel in Texas one sounded similar to something that I thought that she would write, and I was like, wow, I haven't seen anything by her in a while. She wrote a lot in the 90s and in the early 2000s, so just figured maybe, she wasn't writing anymore, hadn't seen anything by her in a while, but I did go through a period where I wasn't buying books quite so much, but saw this one. If you've read anything by her, you know, she's just fantastic. And if you haven't read anything by her, you definitely should. Her books are funny, they're sweet, they're sexy, everything rolled into it. Out of all of them, I couldn't even pick a favorite. Could not even pick a favorite. I would say maybe it had to be you. Just the ones that I'm thinking of. Call Me Irresistible, Oh Glitter Baby, I loved. Match Me If You Can, Ain't She Sweet, Breathing Room, This Heart of Mine, Just Imagine, First Lady, Dream a Little Dream, Nobody's Baby But Mine, Kiss an Angel, Heaven, Texas. You know what? Heaven, Texas. Heaven, Texas is my favorite. Whenever I just saw that one and I remembered that one, I can still see the cover. I've read that book so many times. There's a couple coming out in a few weeks that I want, I think 2 weeks, that I've been waiting for. So whenever I go back, then I'll probably be done with these. I still don't have anything to do. I'm still just sitting at home, basically. The one that I wanted that wasn't there is a Susan Unger book. I think it's Served Him Right or Serves Him Right. It was supposed to be in the store, but I couldn't find it. She couldn't find it. So I'm pretty sure I have enough to read for the next couple of weeks. Whenever I go back, I will be getting that, and looking forward to Evelyn Clark has a new one coming out then, Evelyn Clark, obviously 2 writers together, want to get that one. And also I think The Book Witch by Meg Schaffer comes out in a couple weeks too, so I'll be going back to Barnes & Noble to get those. If you made it this far and you're interested in any of the books, finding out what I have to say about them, what I thought, please make sure to hit the subscribe button. And I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing some shorts with them or just little shorter video updates. I don't really like shorts. I get addicted to them, watching them. But I am going to update, give my ratings of the books, A, B, C, D, or F. I don't think none of these are going to be Fs. I think I have all A and probably a few A+ books here. But make sure to hit the like and subscribe, please. It'll really help me out. I'm a new channel, and thank you so much.